Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. For those that are new, I'm here this moment to do the late start for December, monthly reading for December for the sign of Aquarius. Let's get the shuffle right up and get this show on the road, shall we? What's going on for Aquarius during the month of December? What's coming at Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know? Do they need direction? Let them have it. They need guidance. Give that as well. Enlightenment, knowledge, and all those good things. Okay, we're going to do a roll through. Very noble Aquarians. It's the way I see Aquarians. Noble. Good people. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to cut the deck here. And then consult with Lilith to see if these are indeed going to be your cards. Okay. For those that are new, this is Lilith. Sorry I can't show you because of the stupid cell. Anyways, Spirit via Lilith. Of the top 5 cards as the deck is standing, the cards that are meant for this monthly reading of December 2020 for the sign Aquarius. Will these cards direct and fit most of the Aquarians with watching this reading? Are these the cards? Top 5. Thank you. There we go. Good enough for me. Okay. Now, very first card, your overall energies. Very nice. The 8 of Pentacles. The prompt is achievement. Alright, that's your overall energy. Your second card, your wealth and finances. Judgment. Reflection is the prompt. Beautiful. Third card. Oh, your hearth, your home, your family, your relationships. You've got the Tower, destruction. The Tower in the Oceanic is a ship caught in a perfect storm, but the meaning definition is the same. Card number 4 we're looking at here. Oh boy, never a dull moment for you guys, Aquarius, this month. You got the Vortex, temptation. Final card, message from Spirit. Thank you. Ace of Swords again, victory. But it's all yours this time. How beautiful is that? So it ends well. It ends very, very, very well. Challenging times here for Aquarius this month. I just heard you're going to be tested. You're going to be testing yourself, but the universe is basically, in the big picture, it's you testing yourself to see how much you can get away with, how far you can go, how much leverage do you have. Oh, a lot of inner stuff going on this month, Aquarius. Some of you may be feeling a little in the left field of things in the way of, how well do I really know myself? So some of you Aquarians are going to be doing some self-searching, self-discovery. You don't like surprises. You don't want to be a surprise within yourself and onto yourself. You want to be aware at all times, Aquarius. And you're not concerned about other people and knowing them so well, but with yourself. To not shock yourself, not surprise yourself. Do you know what I mean? By your actions, by things you blurt out. You go, whoa. I can't believe I just said that. Oh my. You know, and where did that come from? How did that come out that way? You've got to ask these things. But we've got the 8 of Pentacles. All right. The overall energy, please remember this for the whole month. is achievement and achievements. All right? That's the beauty about this card. It's an 8 as well, bringing about change, major change. When the 8s come up, it's significant. Put it that way. It's a part of your life that is quite significant. This 8 is showing you that achievement in your own profession or your own field of study or whatever it is you do. This is the card of the perfectionist who knows that small details can be important. Aquarius, you're a very proud person, so you take pride in everything that you do, your work, relationships. You set high standards. You set a high bar. This attitude is now going to pay off. Also on top of all that, your finances are going to improve as a result from hard work and a commitment to succeed. Nobody's making it easy for you. Nobody's handing anything to you on a silver platter. Any good, any growth, any forward movement, such as a little more money, you'll be doing this. You'll be the one responsible. So get to know yourself that way. Pat yourself on the back. Become your own best friend, you might say. But you're going to be committed to succeeding whatever it is you're taking on for the month of December. For maybe one or two of you, the meaning of this card could mean exam successes or return to education. You decide to deepen your expertise. You may want to go, you may be employed, you want to get promoted, you need to have a certain, oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? It's so common. Anyways, letters after your name kind of thing. You want to hone certain skills, take on a new level so that you can be promoted. It makes you more desirable to the powers that be, you might say. So, the advice of the card, don't doubt your own abilities, because you have the ability to earn more. How? By learning more. It's true. The more you learn, the more you earn. That's all a part of life, and that's just the way it works. But wherever you focus your attention this month during December, well, failure's not an acceptable anything to an Aquarian. They're very noble. They're very proud. You know what I'm saying? So, anything you take on, you give 150% of yourself. How can it not come out to be something fantastic for you? You're going to face a few things like that through the month, and good for you. Yes, focus your energy. Wherever you focus, success is going to follow. It's a given for you. You're doing that well. The keywords here are analysis and dedication, detailed work, commitment, money, education, and perfectionism. Aquarians always strive for perfectionism, especially within themselves. It starts there. That's the core. That's the mothership, is what's inside of you. Do you know what I'm saying? So, that's a beautiful card. It's really, 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 really nice. Like I say, I find Aquarians are very noble people to do things that are right, to do things the right way, to do justice, to create and make and influence the best way that they can, at the top of their game, stretching out, giving their best, and doing their best. That's Aquarians. And it's got to be perfect or near perfect. They set the bar very, very high. Other people have a hard time keeping up, reaching the bar even. The second card is your wealth and your finances. And it is the card of judgment and self-reflection. And this is a card about don't be too hard on yourself. All right? Don't be too hard on yourself when you're doing this self-reflection. A lot of this card has to do with things that have happened in the past, how you handled them. You may have made a decision about a certain person. This is coming back. You thought this was long gone into the past. And something is rearing its head again. And it's making you stop and think. There was a situation in the past, and you either had to turn and walk away from someone. It could have been due to a situation that you both found yourselves in and you did not agree with this other person. And it changed everything between you and this other person. You just discontinued to exist as friends or partners or anything. Not even work buddies. You made a judgment call, and that's what's got you concerned. You're saying, okay, I know what I did at the time, but did I do the right thing? Did I make the right call? Was my judgment of somebody else was based on what? And you're racking your brain going, what made me come to that conclusion? So you kind of turned on that person, or turned your back and walked away. Same difference. You weren't there to stand by them or to stick up for them, support them in any way. You walked away. And you being noble as you are, and sometimes a little above it all, would even think, at this point, do I give this person a second chance? You're considering it. There's situation is different now. Years have gone by, so everything is very different now. And you're wondering, maybe I could give this person a second chance. I wonder if they take advantage of that. That's part of what this is all about. Let me get out the generic side of your card here with Judgment. Dum, da, dum. Yes, it's time to take and revisit the past and take stock before you move on any further, before going ahead anymore. In some area of your life, you're holding back until you take stock of everything first. You may even enjoy going back to the past in your head a bit. There's some good memories there, okay? But along that little trip, you may discover some unfinished business. You may find yourself being in touch even with someone from the past, or revisiting an old place, situation, to find some answers that you're seeking. There's got to be answers, is what you're telling yourself. I need to know it all. I need to know everything. But at this time, you're also going to be judging yourself, what did I say, on your own past actions. As I said, did you do the right thing? Did you make the right call? You have doubts today. You didn't then, but you have doubts today. All right? Another meaning of the card is spiritual connection. And this spiritual connection instantly linking you with those in spirit, which are guides and angels and loved ones of yours that have passed on before. The advice, if you feel a need to give a person a second chance, or you feel the need to return to an old situation, now's the time for you to make that decision. Do you stay or do you go? Make up your mind. Pick one or the other. All right? If you're reassessing your past in other ways, which is very possible, as I said, don't be too hard on yourself and what your angle was on whatever that situation was for you. A lot of self-examination going on. Keywords here: contemplation, self-judgment, review, second chances. You're feeling guilt over memories. Spirituality is going to play a strong role within yourself. That's something you'll probably discover when you're doing the inner journey thing. You're going to discover your own spirituality, how deep you go, how far you go, how it affects your life, this kind of thing. Self-judgment's a lot of it. But you have to do some inner work, some quiet time. I don't care how you do it, where you do it, what you do, but you need to do some self-examining is what you need to do. That's what this is all about. If you want to make a real, solid, healthy movement forward to make that growth grow roots, this is something that has stick-with-itness. You to it to you. Some of you making a big change here, as reflected by the 8 of Pentacles. But you're making this big step, this big movement, this big growth up or growth forward. It's a big change in some of your lives. Very big change. All right? Changes from where you live, your intimate home life, you know, all the way up to work, the public, things like this. Huge changes for some of you. And only striving for the better. So, nobody out there, baby. The next card we're looking at, by the way, this focuses in on the financial end of things as well. Any big changes you're making in your life is for the better. And for a lot of you, that's going to mean freeing up more money. You might put it that way. For yourself. Coming into more money, making more money, freeing up more money. Big difference. The third card we're looking at doesn't have to be all bad. This is equal to the Tower that you would see in the Rider-Waite and most decks. The destruction of that tower. Okay? Here, it's a ship caught in a perfect storm. And things do become destroyed in the process for some. For some. Okay? This affects your home life. Just a minute, I gotta fix myself back in the chair. He's gone again. Oh. Time to take some turmeric. Lord. Excuse me, everybody. Just give me a minute. Can't find the back. Okay. So, the Tower. Most people just cringe when they see the Tower. They really do. They cringe. They say, no, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to know it. But here we go. So, when the Tower gets hit, in this case, it's the ship. When it gets struck by lightning, the hull gets damaged. The stern's wrecked. The waves are crashing. You're in the middle of a lightning storm, and the ship's getting hit repeatedly. To you, this represents and translates into, for some of you, not everybody, these are general readings, but for some of you, you may feel like right now your world is collapsing around you. The lightning strikes. There's very little that you can do other than accept the chaos and the change that it brings. This is out of your control. All right, Aquarius, completely out of your control. And Aquarians don't like being out of control or being left out of things or not having a say or not having like an influence on things. But you need to know this. This disaster is not your fault. I just said that. You may be in shock at first, but this event is also going to be a breakthrough. You just won't see it in the immediate beginning of a situation. You won't see what it could possibly be, but it will be a breakthrough. You're going to be given a chance to see the world in a very different way. Additionally, the card may signify issues with property and challenges to your security. You may be feeling vulnerable financially and in relationships as well. Surrender to the universe is the advice. Just give up control. Begin to construct a brand new way of working, a brand new way of even thinking, relating, or living, looking at things. Take a different viewpoint. You now have the freedom to start over. That's to be celebrated. And you have a very strong foundation on which to rebuild whatever it is that's fallen in your life. Whatever you rebuild will be better than the first one. It'll be better. Keywords, breakdowns, endings, chaos, surrender, breakthrough, beginnings, and enlightenment. There we go. I'm not going to get through all these tonight because my battery's dying already. I think going live or doing video burns up the cell life, the battery, a lot faster than if I was just texting or scrolling or reading. So, if I'm lucky, I'll get the Pisces. And then I'll have to stop, and it takes a few hours for that. I don't have an extender to plug in, so that's why. Now, challenges, should there be any, we got the vortex. It's the same as the demon, the devil, all right, in other decks, because it represents temptation. Temptation. The thing is, main thing, okay, for this, for you guys, Aquarius, is to not give up what you may have started. Even if you feel in those moments, even if you feel in moments that you want to give up on something. The hell with this, I'm not going through this, I'm throwing in the towel, I'm not doing this, no way, no way, no how, no way. That's not Aquarius way. The other thing is, it's representative by the artwork here. You see where the water's calm. That's how close this one is to being out of the whirlwind here. All right? So close. Don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up. Don't walk away. Don't do that. So let me get the generic side out here. Aquarians aren't one to walk away. But Aquarians also, they've got their limits. They suffer no fools, as the saying goes. You know what I mean? They suffer no fools. So when they say, that's it, it's over, it's done, I'm stopping here, here's where the stop comes, here's the brakes going on, this kind of a thing. When the tower falls, you're going to feel like your world collapsing around you. Lightning strikes. There's little you can do other than accept the chaos and the change that it brings. As I said earlier, and this is important, this disaster is not your fault. Alright? You make the wise decision to carry through and carry on, not let anything stop you, or to throw it all away and just lay back. You know? These are things to think about. But in the end, there's healing, there's growth, there's power. In the end of this, whatever it is for you, you're going to end up much further ahead. Okay, so I was on the vortex, not that one anyway. I'm getting confused, I guess. There it is. Off by one page. I'm sorry about that. I'm very sorry. You need a shot of coffee. Let me see. Okay. The Vortex card is revealing that you have become trapped. At least you think you feel locked in on something. Trapped, where you don't... Trapped is being somewhere you don't want to be and you can't get away and you can't get out. So that's how you're feeling. You could be feeling enslaved. It could be a job. It could be a financial contract. Or love and lust. The common meaning of the vortex is affairs of the heart. Something for some of you to think about. The situation means that you feel that you have little power and that another person or other parties can have control over you. You may be feeling even attracted to a person or a situation that's not going to do you any good. That person's not for you. They're just not. You think they are. But for this reason, another meaning of the vortex is addiction. It can be to substances, or to love itself. However, your bondage is an illusion. You can decide to break free whenever you really want to. You're closer to being free than you realize. You've been intimidated and somebody's been overbearing with you and has you convinced that something's a certain way when it's not that way at all. You stand up for yourself and you remain independent, Aquarius. This is important. Don't you lean on anybody else for any reason. The advice: if you decide it's time to break an agreement or a habit, just do it. It will be way easier than you think. Let that sink in. Don't let your circumstances dictate who you are. And right now is the time for you to take your power back. All of it. From whoever thinks that they have control over you, or they think that they have your power and they've taken it. No, 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 no. This person's a manipulator. It's just that simple. You got to slide out from under that and get back up on your feet and stand on your own. Face them off if you have to. But no one has power over you except for you. All right? Keywords are choices and contracts, control, power, affairs, restrictions, addictions. If there's an affair going on for you, you're going to have to step down off that high podium where you feel so good about yourself, in the excitement maybe of what's going on for you. But reality's going to hit home. You can't keep this up for much longer. Changing that atmosphere. This is not the first time tonight this card has come up, and it's a good one. It's a really, really good card. If I can just get back in there. What we got was an ace. It's a beautiful one. No matter what you're going through for the month of December, Aquarius, no matter what, you're going to come out the winner's end. With this beautiful Ace of Swords, the prompt is victory. All right? So you guys can see it. There we go, I think. This Ace has come up to tell you that you're going to benefit from some really smart decisions. And those decisions that you make, there'll be one or two that are going to lead to immediate win, immediate victory. If you've been held back or beset by certain delays to your plans, this Ace is showing you there's a breakthrough coming. You're going to be cutting through confusion, and you are going to be winning power and success. For those of you in relationships, you make a positive new beginning. How wonderful is this? Positive new beginning. This could be a brand new relationship, or it could be a restart, a replay. You know, trying different things, trying on new things, and they just happen to work for your relationship. This card is also a sign of mental clarity, not emotions. It is swords. It's what's going on upstairs in the head, ideas and thoughts. But you have mental clarity here. So you're seeing things very, very sharply, very, very clearly. You may even, for one person, I'm feeling, you may win a legal victory. Or you could triumph in an argument or debate and come out the winner. Be proven right. Your point's made, and you were proven right. You don't have to convince anybody of anything either. The advice: use intelligence, and victory is yours. If you use intelligence, victory is yours. What are you into? You stay out of stuff, baby. Final words in your reading are your keywords: beginnings and decisions, action, clarity, determination, solutions, and ideas. And for that, the vortex, you're going to find the right solutions there as well. And like I said, the tower wasn't your fault. You're just the fallout. You're part of the fallout of what happened here. So, a lot of inner searching going on. Wanting to know yourself better than anybody. Sometimes you feel other people they know you better than you know yourself, and that's not true. But you've got to care enough and show enough interest in yourself. All right? So, it's not that bad of a month. But I'll finish up by saying Merry, Merry Christmas to you for December, in case I don't see some of you again. And Happy New Year as well. 2020 is going to be over with soon. But most of all, enjoy this Christmas season. If you so celebrate the Christmas season, I'm wishing you a very, very Merry Christmas. And try to be the best person you can be. Try to keep integrity, what's right and what's wrong. You know the difference between right and wrong. Try to ask for having that control. The universe to send you control of over that. Of being a good person, trying to always do the right thing. Ask the universe to gently remind you when you start to stray a little bit. Maybe you lost your temper. Maybe you said some things you shouldn't have. That happens to everybody most times. At some point, you know. So, anyways, yeah, that's that. So, if you haven't joined the channel yet, please do. It's Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Click subscribe on the main screen. Click the little icon for notifications right beside it. Not guaranteed 100% you're going to get those or even be able to hold on to the channel. You should check your lists often. If you're wondering why some of your favorite channels don't seem to be posting anything, it would be because you're not getting notifications because the channel's been removed from your list. Probably several at a time. Sometimes it's every channel you've subscribed to, they just disappear. So the way to avoid that for Bay of Fundy Fortunes, I know a lot of people don't like Facebook, but that's where you can find our group. It's a closed group and it's private. You can come in there. Anything goes on in there stays in there. You can be quiet if you want. Sit back and observe all the posts and the conversations. Or you can take part. It's completely up to you. Nothing is expected. You'll be affected in a very positive way and you'll learn a lot as well. The last thing we're going to say here, feed yourself first. So you keep the inner peace remain at peace within yourself. That leaves you clarity and energy to share your light and your love out with a very confused, wild, hurting, and yet beautiful world. All right? I'm hoping I can come back and do Pisces next. I have to check my time. We'll see. If I don't come back, I didn't have enough time. I'll finish the rest when the Lord knows. This thing recharges at different times. Sometimes it recharges within about 2 hours, 2.5. Other times it's 4 hours. I don't know. It could be the morning before you see me again. Or I might be back in a couple minutes. We'll see. Okay? How do I even say? There we go. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.